Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this newest installment of the Chamber Member Interview Studio Sessions. My name is Emily Winters. I'm the Northwest Chamber of Commerce President, and joining me today from Residential Realty is Charlene Morazzani. Charlene, thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you for inviting me.
We're really having fun getting to know our members through these interview sessions, so it's a nice way to interact. So thanks again for your participation.
You're welcome.
All right, well, we will get started with the first question. So what is it that got you into the world of association management?
So actually, I kind of just fell into it. I came in to help out when I was pregnant with my son 19 years ago. And, they say if you stay in the business for 5 years, then you are pretty much grounded in there. And I think they might be right.
It's true. I've heard that as well, but it seems like there's a lot to do within it. So I'm sure you're never bored either, which is a good thing.
Right, exactly.
So what is it that you love most about your field?
I think it's the giving back to help people to understand, because it's not an easy thing to do. People, they want to be helpful, but they don't know all the legalities of it. They don't have all the math, and I don't want to say math, but financial backgrounds, because we do have some really good board members who help a great deal, and I learn from them every day. I learn something from another board member, which is really a good thing to have. But it's just helping them so that they have, when you're growing up and your parents are helping you and they're pushing you along a little bit, that's what we're there. We're there to hold your hand. We're there to give you the advice that you need, that we're there to make sure that the best practices are taken care of.
And that's important because you're dealing with where you live. And a lot of people, it's crucial.
Right. And a lot of people don't want to be that face in their community, because people can be very unkind, very unkind. I heard of a sales lady who had sent out, because I do developer work also, and she had put on cars that were parked in the model for where people come in to look at it all. And she said that people came and put gum on her car, and she said she tried to be nice, but that's just how people are. I'm like, wow.
So it's nice to make a little difference too. Yeah. Make it a nice place to live. It is. So going off that, you've been in the business, you seem to really like the industry. Has there been a favorite moment during your career that you'd like to share?
Well, I think it's just that growing part, going from, I came from a different, career when I came into this, but I still have the opportunity to learn and grow and work with committees, and that is very important, because if you don't, then, it's just all right, time to go do something else. Or you could let the people, get to you, but having that opportunity to grow and learn. I got my PCAM working through that, which is the highest in our field. I already hold 2 masters. So, being able to continue, because education is pretty important to me, but also being able to educate other people, to do a interview with someone and know that you can honestly help them and teach them how to grow also.
Yes, that's important. That would be something to really love in your field. Yeah, it's nice. So over the years, I know, I'm sure your job is very interesting, and you probably never deal with the same thing 2 days in a row.
Wow.
Depending. Are there any interesting or funny experiences during your time?
So our funniest one here at Residential is, and it was several years ago, but they still talk about it. Oprah talked about it, everything, is at one of our associations, who actually, one of our principals lives there also. They had buffaloes get loose, and these buffaloes were on their tennis courts. Yes. So they're out there trying to hoard these buffaloes back in. And I'm telling you, it was on USA Today, it was in the newspapers, and to have Oprah of all people mention what's happening in Baltimore, buffaloes on a tennis court. And we still, it's in some of our, our marketing material, because it's just unbelievable that you have buffaloes in your community.
It's something you don't forget.
Yeah, exactly. You don't. And funny, because one of them did try to jump the net.
Makes for a very interesting story, and that it was national news. So that's pretty awesome.
Exactly. And look, we're still laughing about it.
Great story to tell. Okay, so switching into some of the questions that we've tailored from the Actors Studio to get a little more about you. Is there a favorite word in your vocabulary?
I think, and it goes back, I think it's giving, just being able to give, knowing that I have a quality that can help. It's really hard during this pandemic because I'm a hugger, true Italian when it comes to that. So, and it's been hard, but even just not like just giving hugs, but giving reassurance and giving, assistance or being there just to help somebody. So I'd say giving is probably one of my favorite words.
That's a great answer. I love that. A good word to use more often.
Yeah.
An action to use.
And it makes us stop and think during this time. It really does,
It does. A good thing to remember. So is there a sound or a noise that you love to hear?
I like the ocean waves because I think that they're calming. So when you listen to music like that or meditation and that ocean wave, rain, just those things that'll help calm you, because as you've said, this field is always ever changing, always a crisis every minute of the day. Not really, but everybody feels that way. You know what I mean? But there are some that you have to be able to take that breath. And like I said, this pandemic has been like the biggest one because all of us have had to work from home and work remotely. And as you see, we're getting back in because we can, but we also are advised to work from there. We carry all of our gear and have our stuff, but it's just been hard. And some people, it's been harder on. So just anything to make it to help calm people down.
Yeah. Definitely needed right now. Mm-hmm. That's a good answer too. Okay, so what profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
I would love to be the president of a college.
That's a great one.
That was one question I said, I had to really think about this because what would I do? Because I was already a director of athletic training and helped to build that program, but it was on a college campus. And I love education and I love to see where we can go from now. And like all this remote, my son's getting ready to start college. So, it just brings me back, I think, full circle to where I kind of started out. But to be a president of a college and know that you are making a difference in someone's life, and a lot of people, so not just one or two, and help build them or, move them in a different direction.
That's a great answer. I love that. And it really does encompass all the things that you love and you can really branch out with that too. That would be a fun job.
All right, if you hear, let me know.
Yeah, if I hear anything, you will be the first to know. That's a great one. Okay, and lastly, the one question that I think applies to everyone watching these interviews, what is the one business lesson you wish you knew prior to starting your career?
I think that it's okay to make mistakes. It's not something that's wrong. You don't have to hold it in. Just move forward. Admit it. Know that you're going to make them because everybody does. Because we're just not perfect. Wish we were, but no crystal balls to tell us the answer. No fairy wands or anything like that. So I really think that was the hardest because you don't want to make a mistake. That. It's a bad reflection, but really, I think the worst reflection is if you don't admit it and move forward. Learn from it and move forward.
That's true. That's very valuable in every field for anyone starting out. I mean, even now, it's a great lesson for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Charlene, so much for joining us for the Northwest Chamber of Commerce interviews. We value you as a member. We're so excited to get this out there and share it with some of our members. And we look forward to hopefully seeing you again soon.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. What did you say?
Maybe in person.
Yes, we would love that. Hopefully soon.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.